Okay, yes,
right, is
we
that
can
good?
do that.
You ready?
Absolutely.
Okay, go right
So
ahead.
I'm gonna call again my precious beloveds, Hadar Neuberg and Ziv Shalev. My cheeks will ever be wet, my heart shall ever be sad, as your fragile voice caress my ears. The passion gets into my life and sing through the love that can only fill my heart. Thank you.
All right.
All right, why don't you guys stay
Beautiful.
up there for a moment? We'd like to ask you a few questions. How long have you been together? This is beautiful. Is that a flute? It's not. I thought it was a flute, but it looks something different than a flute to
It's
me.
like a clarinet. But
It looks
it's,
like a clarinet. Yeah.
I get this a lot. It's actually an ebony flute, and it's 100 years old.
Oh,
It's
wow.
from 1907,
Wow.
from Boston.
Beautiful.
Wow. An ebony flute, and so it has a slightly different sound.
Yeah, it's more round. It's less penetrating,
Mhm.
but it's very warm, very earthy. I really
Yes.
look for the earthy essence.
How long have you been playing the flute?
16 years.
Wow. And did you start on the flute? Has that always been your instrument?
I started on the recorder, and then my sister actually used to play the flute, so it was around. So I said, hey, that looks nice. And, you know,
Wow. That is
continued with it.
fascinating. Hold it up for folks to see. It's just to the camera.
Does
It's
your
just an
sister still
amazing,
play?
Instrument. Yeah, right. And,
Yeah,
right. It's a flute, an ebony flute. Wonderful.
ebony flute.
Yeah. Great. Go ahead, Johnny. You were asking.
No, I was asking, does your sister still play the flute?
No, no, I was the only one that actually
You took it
continued.
over.
Yeah.
That's great. And then tell us about your instrument.
My instrument is acoustic guitar, nothing special. It's 4 years old.
All right.
And you're asking how did we meet Magal earlier? So it's a funny story. It was one day that we had a mutual friend, and that mutual friend was my roommate, and he said, "You want to meet someone else? We're very, Israeli. If there is Israelis in New York, most likely that they know each other, especially if they're musicians." And he came over and he said, we started talking about the music, and he asked me if I know anyone who can do arrangements for orchestration for his music, and immediately I
Recommended on Hadar.
All right.
And it got back to me eventually because I play guitar and I have a studio, so that's where we're doing all the music. And step by step we started performing, and it's going really nice, and we're looking forward for the show in March.
All right, excellent. Now, did you study music at school, or how did you get into playing the guitar?
I started from a very young age because my mother is very musical and she's a singer, and the entire family brought up studying music, and then that was my love, so I started playing guitar at the age of 11. and I went to music school actually with Hadar. We grew up
Oh,
together
okay,
in
great.
school.
Went to high school together.
And she's a big inspiration of me. I mean, she has a very she's very influential. So when she went to New York,
You said, I'm going too.
yeah, and that's
That's
what we're
great.
doing here today.
All right, excellent, excellent.
Excellent, guys. All right, well, let's end up and just, I don't know if I have any more questions. Tell us, what brought you to New York? That's what I'd like to know.
Oh. Well, the excuse was school and the visa also. I must say that I didn't plan on coming here. It was a hunch that I've been feeling after I finished the army. I wanted to go to Cuba because I'm playing a lot of Cuban and Brazilian music. And I just felt that, I remember that my flute teacher told me that I do so many things, so many different styles. New York might be more suitable for me than Europe, for example. Because I was studying classical music back then. So many of my fellow musicians went to Europe to be in orchestras, and I didn't really feel myself as an orchestral musician. So I just said, hi mom, bye mom.
I'm going to New York.
We have a few minutes. I mean, if you guys have a short thing, you want one more thing to go out with, a piece, a couple minutes?
Okay, yes, we can do that.
Maybe we can compose on your song on
Well,
line on the
First,
air.
in case we don't get an opportunity, tell folks
Oh,
how
yeah.
they can find out more information. What
The
your website
website's
is.
on-
okay,
One
the
more time, yeah.
website again will be magal.us. It's magal.us, my name, and the MySpace is myspace.com/magal, MAGAL, and you're more than welcome to come and taste of the classic beauty and glamour, and yes, I'll be more than happy.
And you've been listening. This is Let Them Talk with Paul DiRienzo and Miss Jo Marie Musi. And we're going to let you guys take it out next couple of minutes. How's
Awesome.
that?
All right.
First, I would like to say some about Europe. I was actually planning on go to Europe first, and to slowly conquer Europe. And eventually, it was some friends that wanted to move to New York, and I said, you know what? Let's do New York. And I'm very, very happy with this decision. We all really, really like New York, and we are happy to be here and to give the world from our essence from here. Might be easier. And yeah, so I would like to do actually a nice song that is, how about, let's do Only Rain. To a strange home I went, and so the empty bottle of mine, then you kissed my lips, and desire
All right,
Wow, thank you
excellent.
very much. It's
been a great show.
For joining us. Yeah, we really enjoyed having you on and listening to this great music. And we'll see you all next week. We have a great show planned. Thanks for joining us here on Let Them Talk. And what do we have on next week? Who is
Ilona, our
Ilona, our sexpert. Sex next week.
I want to
Valentine's
stay.
Day.
Oh no! Can I stay?